The topic today is this recent rally a bull rebound or a bear retracement? To make an assessment if the market has turned bear during the closing second quarter on the 29th of June, we discussed on the topic using S&P to identify recession. And on the 19th of July, just about 2 weeks ago, the tutorial posted here, we studied and expecting this current rebound topic, Nasdaq, a leading indicator of Dow Jones, S&P, and Russell. In today's tutorial, I thought of doing a recap between the two videos and explore if the current market and its development, if it is a bull rebound heading to break another new all-time high, or if it is a bear retracement. I have included both the video links below. Now, before we get into this topic, please take some time to also read through the disclaimer in the description box below. Now, let's look at this weekly chart and do a recap of what I posted on the 29th of June, last day, the last few days before the close of the second quarter, titled Using S&P to Identify Recession. So then we talk about divergence. Let me just draw a divergence here. As the market is hitting new high on this weekly chart, Nasdaq. We also saw that the MACD, it was a lower high. Now, whenever we say this scenario, it means that there is a bullish divergence. Now, let me just define what is a bullish divergence. Bullish divergence, it means that market is not going to come down anytime soon, but it also means that the bull is losing some momentum here. So at the point in time that was before the cross of 2022, I was a bit concerned that the bull may lose some steam over there. So I'm waiting for a trigger. Now, what was the trigger? Now, let's look at a very simple analysis on the trend line. And I think if you have been following the past videos, I talk a lot about how to construct trend line. Now, we got to try this again. So the rules of the trend line is that we have to find at least 3 significant trough. And we saw that here. I think it's beyond 3. And after that, the second rule is that we have to make adjustment to find the best fit. And we could see that very nicely. Now, this was a very classic uptrend line. And it fit into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there was 6. If I'm going to extend further, maybe you can find 7 or 8. Yeah. And this is a very excellent uptrend line, I would say. So now, going back about retracement, I saw and we studied that there was a bullish divergence already. Bullish divergence and waiting for a trigger. Now, the trigger point could be any other trigger, but I'm using trend line as one of it because this is what I call a super uptrend line. It's just so beautiful. Now, on the third week of 2022, and that was my trigger with a bullish divergence, and it broke convincingly this uptrend line. And on the third week of 2022, and my direction is this. On the big picture, this is a weekly chart. I'm quite convinced that the bear has arrived. So basically, at a point in time, my objective for my investment position is I have to make preparation to make the exit. Now, as a trader, my mandate is to sell on high. And since that it is now a bear market, traders means that I'm looking for retracement to sell. Compared to the past when it was uptrend, being a trader, I'm looking for retracement to buy on dips. But moving forward since after 2022, my mandate is to sell into strength. Now, so that's my mandate, and the bear has arrived. Now, let's look at what we've shared just about 2 weeks ago on the 19th of July. That we mentioned that I'm expecting this rebound to come. And let's go to the daily chart and do some recap what we have shared. So same thing, we're going to use some divergence, and that's what we have shared. And we talk about range market, and we saw some range happening somewhere around middle of May. So basically, we spoke about what I'm seeing here then was that since May until 19th of July, basically at the start of middle of May to 19th of July, you could see that the whole market at the same price, and in between is having this range bound. So basically, when the market range, it means that it's ready to break either way. And the market is will not range bound forever. So as long as the market range bound, when it range, it is set to break either way, break on the upside, on the downside. So I'm using the example of tug of war at a point in time. Now, so I also introduced this box up method. So basically, how to identify the range is that I'm using this box up method, and you could see that it crossed above, but it also closed below. So this is what I consider a false break. And same here as well is that it break below it at the end. It kind of settle around here within this range, and along the timeline it kind of range bound pretty beautifully within this range. Now, so on the 19th of July, somewhere around here, 19th of July is about here. Yeah. Okay. So now, so what was our expectation? It was if it's going to break, so which direction it will break. So we make a study and assessment that highly likely is going to break above. And what was the logic or the reason or the studies? It was because of divergence again. Now, let's look at on the bear market, on the daily perspective, this was a bear market and it was a lower low, as we could see here. But when we look at MACD on the trough, we could see that it was a higher low. Now, when this happened, it means that this is a bearish divergence. Bearish divergence means that the bear is losing some momentum, meaning that possibly it will do some rebound here. And it kind of break above this and it travel up. So that's what was our expectation on the 19th of July back then. And I'm going to squeeze in a little bit here. And what is my target? It's pretty near, I would say. So using the same downtrend line, so I'm going to connect 3 picks and we try to find the best fit. Yeah. So it's about here. I think it's about quite near, maybe towards my target is about 13,200 at a point in time. Now, let me just explore that those if you're really interested to participate in indices trading for traders. And what I would do is that first we have to understand how the micro E-mini Nasdaq works. So basically, every quarter point, based on what the exchange mentioned that that's the contract specs, it is worth 50 cents US dollars. So I just convert it to one whole number. It means that every one full point, the worth is 2 US dollars. Now, so on 19th of July, that's what we see. And the price was about now look at here, at the lowest point, it was at about 11,900, about there. Yeah, we could see that. And if we just take a simple calculation, currently it's about 12,900, so it's about 1,000 point of gain that we have. So how to calculate the P&L? Of course, the reverse is also true, but in this case, it's a profit on this demonstration. So basically, current level is about 12,900 minus 11,900, say that is an entry, you times 2 US dollars, and that's your gross profit or your net profit. I think the commission is negligible. So it's 2,000 US dollars. So this is just a demonstration, but of course, on the flip side, the opposite is true as well. Now let's have a conclusion of what the whole topics are about. The topic, and we are having this topic here, is that is this recent rally that we are seeing right now. Let me just do some adjustment here. So is this recent rally, is it a bull rebound? Bull rebound means that it's rebounding and heading towards breaking this high. Or is it a bear retracement? Now, based on the earlier study on this weekly chart, that I think the whole market is still in a bad trend, and you could see that the channel is almost forming very nicely. As I'm going to extend this, and if you're just going to parallel it, there'll be a downtrend channel that maybe I just need you to imagine that. So I believe that what I said earlier was that as a trader, my plan is to sell into strength. So each time the retracement, I'm going to sell into strength. But in the same time, if you notice that on 19 July, I also advocate to buy. But when I make any purchase on the bear market, I will be a little bit more vigilant, that knowing that the whole main trend is down. I will take a quick profit, but my focus will be sell into strength when opportunity arises. So feel free to leave me any comments below. I love to exchange ideas with you. Continue to explore this topic with these related videos and register for these webinars as well. Follow my Facebook page for my daily market insights. To be updated with my latest video, subscribe to my channel and remember to turn on the notification bell. See you again very, very, very soon.